So, yeah, I guess in closing, I guess my request to the citizens of Davenport, as they think about what they want to do on November 4th, I'd say, who do you know and who do you trust? Who has a track record of success? Who came from a city council? Again, I was on city council from 2010 to 2017. I think most citizens of Davenport associate that period of time as a good example of a well-run city government in Davenport history. We had a really high-functioning mayor and city council. We didn't always agree. I think people assume when a city council and mayor are getting along and having fun in what they're doing and representing the citizens well, that means all the votes are 10-0. That's absolutely not what it meant when I was on city council. We had 7-3 votes, we had 6-4 votes. But the 4 didn't hate the 6 and vice versa, and the 3 didn't hate the 7. We got along. We ran, I think, good meetings. They were open, they were transparent. The public got to speak. We had 5 minutes. Those were, comments that we had online and live streamed at the time. But we also had a relationship with the citizens that was respectful. No one was getting up and cursing at us, which candidly is kind of what you see today. And vice versa, we were being very respectful with the citizens who were speaking. We would try and solve their problems. If someone came up with an issue, the mayor would say, hey, can we sidebar after the meeting and talk about this issue that you have and see if we can start to come to a resolution. So I think I come from a good council. In my past experience, I think I've got a very unique set of qualifications, both in my professional and personal life, and I've got a track record of success. So I would ask citizens of Davenport to weigh all of that and make a decision on November 4th, and I think that would mean you would vote for Jason Borden.
I definitely want to reinforce that Davenport has a strong council form of government, and we need to get that back into place. The mayor does not have much authority, but she does have a great deal of responsibility. And like you just said, the mayor is the face of the city. So having those relationships, making sure that the city is running smoothly by being a liaison with the city administrator, the attorney, and the leadership of the city, which is the city council, to make sure they get what they need. This is our primary emphasis, I believe, in the next 2 years, because the city has not been managed by city council because they lack the information that they need to do so accurate, timely, and early to do their job. So that is what I see as the primary priorities here. Everything else will fill in as we do that. And a mayor that knows what's going on and is ready to work with this new city administrator and the new council immediately. The other thing we haven't talked about, one thing we need to do to empower the city council is training. When I came on, our onboarding was individual, with here's a book and, of rules, I guess. Here's a book and get along. We were not given any training. I am going to ensure that we have training from the Iowa Public Information Board for at least 2 hours, which is required by law, on open meeting and public records. We are going to have training on how the city government is set up. We have people coming in that have no experience and have not been coming to meetings. They need to know. We're going to have training on Robert's Rules of Order. We learned on the job, and that's impossible. It's just impossible. It makes for a great deal of confusion. We're going to have training on how we work together in terms of the council roles, the mayor roles, the city administrator roles, the attorney roles, and the city staff, particularly the directors, and how we can work together. There's been a lot of confusion on that, and that needs to get cleared up. And we're going to have more open work sessions on issues and how we're going to do that. Oh, we're also going to have training on how the budget works. Because right now, You get the budget book maybe a week ahead of time, and it's hundreds and hundreds of pages. And if you don't know how that's set up and what to look for, you're not going to look at it, you're overwhelmed. So we're going to have training on the budget process, as well as the role city council plays in budgeting. And it's going to start a lot earlier under me.